I'm in my craft room. This is where I normally film DIYs. And then I sit here to film my hauls, if that orients you a little. But I wanted to show you, I got this cart. I had an art cart here before, but I got a different cart so I could keep my sewing machine on it so that I have it out. And then I can't use it on there because it's, it vibrates a lot. Like it goes, boop, 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 it bounces. But it's super light and easy to move from there to here. So I've been able to do so many more projects. And I am going to make a pillow. Now, I'm not going to make a tutorial because I'm kind of doing a hack job. I'm not a seamstress at all. I learned in middle school how to sew-ish. So those are the skills I'll be employing today. But I thought for anyone who's interested, you might want to see how a non-seamstress makes a pillow. I'm sure there are many things that I will do wrong. I'm acknowledging that. But I really want a pillow from this fabric. I got this at the Dollar Tree, like maybe Joann's. I don't really remember. I feel like it was the Dollar Tree, but I could be wrong. Like 2 years ago, and I never knew what to do with it because it has deer. It's so cute. I'm like a pillow for my bed because I kind of changed over some of our bedding to fall-ish using stuff we already had. Like I didn't buy anything new, and it doesn't all like it all works well together. It doesn't completely go like matchy, but that's fine. I don't want to buy a fall quilt, but I just wanted something cozier, and I think this will work on the bed. I'm excited. So let's go ahead and get started. I ironed my fabric already. I should say that. I should have cut this off, but I didn't. So that's the first thing I did wrong. That's okay. It's already ironed. I'm not going to mess with it. I would like to be able to have it be a removable cover. So, but I don't do zippers. Never done a zipper. Not ever in my life. So I am going to do something else. I'm going to start by first, it seems crazy, I'm going to cut this, cutting in the corner here, because my idea is that I can cut this, make some nice edges. So I'm going to do this, and then I can sew my, 1/4 inch. And then when I go to sew around the whole pillow, I'm going to put ribbons. I'll pin ribbons that I will then be able to tie. I think 3 ribbons will do it. And that should be good enough. I don't know that I have a pillow form that this is going to fit. I was hoping it would fit my IKEA ones, but they're too big. So I'm just going to make it, and worst case, I stuff it, but then I can reuse the stuffing. You see what I mean? I just don't want to have a pillow that I have to store. I'd rather be able to take the stuffing out and wash the case and then be able to, keep it in my closet till next fall. Because again, this is a very this is only for, very limited times of the year. So let's get one of these pin cushions that I have that actually has pins. Most of them do not. I love these pin cushions. Isn't it cute? Okay, I'm going to start by, I'm not going to iron this. I mean, ideally I would, but I'm not. I'm not going to. And I'm going to make sure I don't get through both layers. So I'll go ahead and pin this, and then I'll get back with you. All right, now I'm pinning the other side. I flipped it over, pinning the other side. Eventually I'll just open this up to sew it, but you'll see that in a second. Okay, it's all pinned, and now I'm going to open it up and sew my 1/4 inch seam allowance or whatever it's called. I'm not going to worry about that edge because, again, I'm not a seamstress, and just not going to worry about it. If you're worried about it, I'm sorry. Okay, let me get my sewing machine set up. All right, the next thing I'm doing wrong is that I'm not changing my thread color. I currently have black in here. That's fine. There's some darker colors in my fabric. The reason I don't want to change it is because I like to use black for my junk journaling, which is what I mostly do with my sewing machine. And I just don't want to go through the trouble of winding a new bobbin because I don't have a white bobbin yet. And I just don't want to do it. So again, this is not a tutorial. But I have this lovely machine. Chris got it for me. It's a Christmas gift. It's not expensive. It's from Amazon. It was under $200. But I do remember from home ec, you always lower your needle and lower your presser foot. Here we go. Okie dokie, now we'll take these pins out and then I'll show you what's happening. so far, this is what we have. See, I like the black thread. I think it looks cute. All right, so now what? Now I'm going to fold this right side in, you know, the way it's gonna, okay. So it looks like it's gonna be maybe a little oblong, and I think that's okay. I could square it off if I wanted to, but I'm not sure I care that much. I think the oblong will be fine. Here's what I'm thinking. I think I want it to be more oblong than it's going to be. Now I need a decent amount of fabric. I think I'm gonna cut, and I want, if I'm going to cut some off, I want to make sure it's, you know, will be useful for like junk journal pockets or something. Here, I'm gonna go here. It'll be good for belly bands with my junk journals. I'm gonna guide myself by the top of the ears. Again, this is very much, I warned you that this is like a little bit of a hack job. So for my seamstress friends out there, I'm sure this is making you shiver. That's okay. I need to put ribbons that I can tie, and my dogs are barking. Sorry about that. Let me find some ribbons. This might be cute. This is from an old pair of pants that one of my daughters got rid of. They stained them and ruined them. I'm planning to make some pumpkins out of it. But this little, these ties might be cute. Either that or I'm going to use some vintage seam binding, which is thinner and might be better. Hold on a second. And look, I have everything in my craft room organized and labeled with my husband's label maker. Thank you very much. Okay, you think I have enough? I'm not sure. I think I like this. I'm just going to go with basic black, I think. I really like this rust one. I'm kind of bummed that there's not more of it. This is really cute. I could do one. That'll be cute. Maybe I'll do 2 rusts and a little bit of a yellow. Because there is rust on the bed. You'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. I think that will work. I'm going to cut this one in half. Committing. And then I'm going to cut that one like that. And it shouldn't fray. It doesn't look like it's going to fray. Here's my thought. I'm going to pin these to the inside of the pillow. And then when I sew, I will sew them in. Am I going to want 4? I have just enough for 1 more of the yellow ones. So, okay. So I'm going to do rust, yellow, rust, yellow. And so now we'll just flip it. Whoops. Do the same thing on the other side. And I intentionally have it being tied at the bottom because I didn't know like how much I really wanted it to be seen, because I have a feeling you'll still be able to see like white, you know, like the stuffing. So, but it will be cute even though it's on the bottom. So now all I'm going to do for you non-seamstress people out there like me, I'm just going to sew again like a 1/4 inch from the edge around the whole thing. But I need to, right, because I, before I sew it closed, which I almost did, I actually need to sew this side first and then do a U. Whew, that was close. That was a close call that I almost goofed that. Let's get my sewing machine out. I think I'm just going to leave the angle that you're at. Yeah, so I don't have to keep moving it. And see how easy it was to move my sewing machine? Easy peasy. Oh. Okay, here's what I'm realizing, because, you know, I make a lot of mistakes. That's all great that it's attached, but it's not going to close the pillow. Or I guess the ties will be inside the pillow, which I'm not sure I will like that. It really needs to be like attached here so we can pull it closed. But maybe I'll just let the bows be sort of inside and not worry about it. Or I could go back and do little stitches here, like right on the edge, but I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead with it like this. And if I don't like the way it looks with them tucked in, then I can always go back and change it. All right. All right. Now we get to flip it inside out and see our work. Oh, you're supposed to like trim the corners so that you get better corners, but I'm not going to worry about it. Just to snip something or something. I don't really remember. Again, I'm going back to the recesses of my 8th grade year. Oh dear. I do know how to make a pillow so that it's, you know, like permanent, and you just leave a little opening and you stuff it that way, but I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be permanent. Let's see if I can get these corners without snipping anything. Just need maybe a tool. I have a tool that would work. Maybe this little, no, not that. A pokey tool for my Cricut, maybe? This. Okay. All right. Cute. There we go. Lots of threads that I need to cut. You know, it's a little rustic, but it's cute. I like it. Chris called. I had to stop the camera. And while I was chatting with him, I tried this, and I think it's going to work great. So instead of stuffing it, which I think would kind of look messy at the bottom, because it's not going to be completely closed at the bottom. It's almost like a pillowcase that I've created here with some enclosures that don't really enclose all the way. But I think this is going to look good, and I just have to tuck the pom-poms, you know, out of the way. Let's get our corners filled with pillow, just like if you're making a bed. There, tuck those pom-poms up. Tuck the pom-poms up. Yes, it's not perfectly sewn, but I'm good with that. It's Nicole sewn. It's rustic, and I like it. Hold on, I have some strings. That's what I'm snipping. Okay, so now I'll just go ahead and tie, and then I'll show it to you. All right, as I'm tying these, I'm noticing that these do unravel a little. I'm going to try pinking shears on them. If that doesn't work in the long term, I can always seal them with a little glue or nail polish. I know sometimes on different kind, like the kind that melts, you can use a match, but I don't want to do that on this, obviously. So I'm just, for now, I'm going to use the pinking shears, and we'll see how that holds up over time. Because I'm not going to be taking it on and off, like once a year, put it on and take it off. Okay. And because I put the opening at the bottom, it's okay that it's a little open. There, that's so cute. I think it's adorable. Look at that. That's how it's going to sit on my bed. All right, let's take it downstairs and I'll show it to you. Mr. Sherman really wanted to be in the shot. So there he is. And there's the pillow. I love it. I think it looks so cute. So the story here is that we use a much lighter quilt in the lighter colors for the spring and summer, but doesn't work for fall. And plus I like to bring out this rust colored blanket because it's our dog Daisy who passed away. That was her favorite blanket. And so I like to bring it out in the fall. So I brought this quilt out this year. That's our quilt from when we first got married. So I don't have the shams anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But I just have those white ones. They kind of go with everything. And then those pillows I did still use in the spring and summer, but I think they look fine. And then that pillow kind of ties it all together. So I think it's super cute. And it didn't cost me anything because I had the fabric. And I think when I bought the fabric, it was $1 or $2. It was not a lot. So there you go. You don't even see the bottom, but the bottom's fine. Here's my very imperfect stitching. But I think it looks really cute. So don't be afraid to use your sewing machine if you have one, right, Sherman? You don't have to be perfect at it. You just get it done good enough for you. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. You're so crazy. You're so crazy.
Chris likes the pillow. Do you like it, Chris?
I love the pillow.
Good,
Fantastic. Hello. Yes. Hello.